Good morning, third graders. Happy Tuesday. It's April 21st, and we are going to get started. Today, we are going to talk about the use of commas in direct address. And by direct address, I mean if someone is addressing you directly, okay? Like if your mom says, Weston, go clean your room. If I were writing that in a sentence, it would say, Weston, comma, go clean your room, period. Okay? If you're addressing the person and it's at the beginning or at the end, then you use one comma. So you say, Weston, comma, go clean your room, period. If it was at the end, I would say, go clean your room, comma, Weston, period. Okay? If you have the person's name in the middle of the sentence, then you would use two commas, okay? You would have commas on either side of the person's name, as you can see in your book. That's kind of hard to explain. But look at your example in your book. Do you think, comma, Callie, comma, we can build it in a day? So that is how they are being used twice, all right? Let's go ahead and look at the book and look at these examples here. All right, so it says, Ben, let's build a playhouse. So it's Ben, comma, let's build a playhouse, period. The next example, we'll put it behind the garage, Ben. So this is with Ben at the end. We'll put it behind the garage, comma, Ben, period. Your last example is the one that I just read, and that's when we use two commas because the person's name is in the middle of the sentence, okay? And we need to separate those parts out. So, do you think, comma, Callie, comma, we can build it in a day, period. All right, so that is whenever you would use two. So let's look at the examples. Which sentences are correct? A, I think we can, Ben. B, I think we can, comma, Ben. Ben, comma, I think we can. Think about it. If you said B and C, then you are correct, okay? B has been at the end of the sentence, and C has been at the beginning of the sentence. They're both correct because they both use the comma. All right? So let's look at the next set of examples. Which sentence is correct, A, B, or C? Ooh, excuse me. Okay. Please, Bernie, draw a plan. You have a comma before and after Bernie. B, please, Bernie, draw a plan. You have a comma after Bernie only. C, please, Bernie, draw a plan. You have a comma before Bernie, but not after. Okay, let's think about what we just talked about. If the person's name is in the middle of the sentence, then you need a comma in before their name and after their name, okay? You need two in this example. So if you look at B and C, they only have one. They don't have one before and after. But example A does. So example A is your correct answer, okay? Please, comma, Bernie, comma, draw a plan, all right? A is your answer. Let's look at some examples. All right, so here we go with exercise 1. Find the name in the direct address in each sentence. Rewrite the sentences. Okay, let's talk about it, guys and girls. Remember, we had this conversation yesterday. I know. Please put a smile on your face. Writing sentences is not that bad, okay? And we really need to so we can figure out where our commas go, okay? And guess what? Stick with me today. Today is our last day that we're doing textbook work, okay? Just like I told you yesterday. We're doing textbook work yesterday and today. That's only 2 out of 5 days, okay? That's only 2 out of 5 days, and it is because we're doing so much writing, so please bear with me, and don't cry, and don't give your parents a hard time. Just do your best, do your work, and let's just get it done. And guess what? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is going to be a breeze. It's going to be so much easier. You know what? If you want, put a pause on this video and do it on Wednesday if you feel like it was too much writing. What we're going to do in my own personal household is we're going to knock it out Monday and Tuesday because we like to get like the bulk of our work and the hardest work just done, okay? Even if it's kind of like doing house chores. You might not want to do them, but just do the hardest one first and then you're done with it, okay? That's my suggestion to you, okay? So here we go. Number 1, Paula, tell us where to build the playhouse. All right, so Paula is in the beginning of the sentence, which means we'll only use one comma, right? We'll just use it right after the name Paula. So Paula, comma, tell us where to build the playhouse, period. Number 2, let's look at number 2. Okay, so I think, Mark, it should go near the fence. Let's see, Mark is not at the beginning of the sentence and it's not at the end of the sentence. It's in the middle, which means it'll need 2 commas, one before Mark and one after Mark, okay? So let's take a look. Again, if you need to pause the video, I love it. I asked my own personal child to do that when we're watching the video, just pause it before I give you the answer and you try and write it. And then hopefully when you press play again, we have the same answer, okay? So let's look at number 2. Number 2, I think, comma, Mark, comma, it should go near the fence, period. That is your answer for number 2. All right, if you look on the next page, you have the rest of them. Then next is exercise 2. Rewrite the sentence using commas correctly. So again, what they've done here is it looks like they've put commas where they don't belong or left out commas that were needed. Some of the commas are used correctly but maybe missing one. Or, okay, they're just trying to trip you up here, okay? But you've got this, okay? If it's at the beginning of the sentence, then you put Rebecca, comma, eat your dinner, period. Or eat your dinner, comma, Rebecca, period, okay? Those are just a couple of examples. So you know that if it's at the beginning or the end, you only use one comma. If it's in the middle, if the person's name, we can build it, Rebecca. Don't you think? Question mark. Rebecca's in the middle of the sentence there, okay? So you would put a comma before Rebecca and after Rebecca. So don't forget those 2 little rules. They're very simple. And if you do, go back to the beginning of the video and listen. Look at your grammar directions right here. It tells you the exact skill that we're working each day. Okay, so exercise 2. Rewrite the sentence using commas correctly. So let us look at number 1. Mom, will you make us some sandwiches? Okay, well, they have the commas on either side of you, and while you is who you're talking to, you are actually addressing mom, okay? So mom, comma, will you make us some sandwiches, question mark. All right, so you will add a comma after mom, and then you'll take the other 2 away. All right, go ahead and finish those examples. You'll do fine. Take your time. Get it done. Again, my suggestion to you is just get it done today. Done, done, done. Just like taking medicine. Take it, be done with it, and then the rest of your week will be a breeze, okay? Let us now look at page 111. 111 in your workbook, okay? Get with me in your Voyages workbook, page 111. Again, just like always, we are going to reinforce in this book whatever skill we just learned in our textbook, okay? So what do you think we're going over? Yes, we're going over commas when using direct address. So, all right, so whenever you're speaking directly to someone, that is called direct address. You will use a comma after their name if it's at the beginning of the sentence. You will use a comma before their name if it's at the end of the sentence. And if it's in the middle, you'll do before and after. Okay, so here we go. Section 1. Underline the name used in direct address in each sentence. Then add a comma or commas where they are needed. Let's look at number 1. Becky, please help me carry this box. Okay, pause it. All right, unpause. All right, where did you put your comma? I hope that you said that you put it after Becky. So, Becky, comma, please help me carry this box. All you'll need to do is add commas where necessary in this section. Let's look at the next section. Number 10. Rewrite each sentence using commas correctly. So again, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences here. No big deal. Knock those out. Let's get it done. Let's do number 1 together. Susie, go to the store to buy some milk. As you can see, they have a comma in here that's crazy. Okay, take that one out. All right, but they forgot one where it was necessary. So at the beginning of the sentence, after you directly address Susie, you are going to have a comma, okay? A comma is indicating like a short pause in your sentence. So instead of saying, Susie, go to the store and buy some milk, which is kind of fast and maybe confusing, you would say, Susie. Because remember, if you're directly addressing someone, you want to get their attention. And sometimes you need to just take a short pause like, Mom, can you help me do my homework? Okay, we had a short pause right there after we said mom. All right. So same thing for number 1. Susie, go to the store and buy some milk. So a comma is just letting you know that there's a short pause there. All right. And when you're directly addressing someone, after you directly address them by name, there is a short pause because you're trying to get their attention. Okay. So that's that. All right. So the answer again is Susie, comma, go to the store to buy some milk. All right. So that is it on your Voyages workbook. Now get with me on your Wonders practice book, please. Wonders practice book. We are moving right along. Let's see. And we are on page 85. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right, page 85. So this is going over plural and singular nouns. So some nouns have a special plural form where they don't end with an S or ES. Like man would change to men, or woman would change to women. You don't just add an S on that, okay? So here are some words that they just said in that example. The words that have irregular plurals are men, women, and children, okay? So I just went over man is men, woman changes to women, child changes to children, okay? So you do have irregular plurals, and that's what we'll be going over today. The next thing is mice. Mice has an irregular plural. Does anyone know what it is? Answer with me. Mice, the singular is mouse. That's right, okay? So then also collective nouns are groups of people. So class, team, band, family, those are all talking about a collective group of people. All right, complete each sentence with the correct plural form of the noun in parentheses. Let's look at number 1. The man. We're going to change man to the plural form. So we just went over that. What is it? Yes, men. So you, in the blank, you would write men, M-E-N. The men who coach the soccer teams talked to our class. All right? So that is your answer. Exercise B, read each sentence and underline the collective noun. There are 4 people in my family. What is the collective noun? A collective noun is the name of a group of people. Read that again. There are 4 people in my family. Do not underline the number 4. That is a number. That is not a collective noun. A collective noun in this example is family, okay? It is a noun that is describing a group of people, family, all right? The bottom where it has the writer's notebook, you can click an X on that. Just draw an X on that. You don't have to do that. All right, moving along. Moving along to religion on pages 239 and 240. All you'll have to do here on 239 is read. They have an exercise to complete on page 240. And again, this is about the 3 days. This is about Easter. We just had Easter, so this should be fresh on everybody's brain, okay? If there were things that maybe you didn't know or understand about Easter, this is a great time for us just to reinforce what we already know, or maybe some things that we didn't know. Okay, so again, read 239 and 240, do the exercise on 240, and you'll have an absolutely wonderful day. Bye.